Welcome back, everybody. We're going to continue on with our planting, but we have some land that we're going to be looking at adding to the farm. Let's roll. As we look at the new PDA, you guys can tell we have the field data for all of our ground that we have recently purchased, but somebody may or may not has either bought or is renting plot 13. His name might rhyme with Boston. That's all I will say. I'm going to go take a look at plot 5. I really needed another piece of ground to expand my current corn ground since I don't have much to work with, and this would be about the best choice. The only problem, at its current price tag, it lands us at over $310,000 that we'd be out. Its expected yield percentage is about 97, and I do not have any data for it, so we're probably going to end up buying the field providers even though I have my own. It's already been planted with the crop, and I'm too lazy to go take about 85 samples over the course of the next 45 minutes. We'll give him some heck later, as I got to take a look at this land before it possibly gets bought out by either him or Grant, because Grant should be joining us today at some point. I just got to break out the drone and get an overhead look. At first glance, it does appear to have a pretty flat opening, but I can see some dips towards the middle. I really don't like that waterway. That is pretty dang steep, and it seems that it goes in almost a U shape, but there is this one last divot that cuts right through the center of the point. But for the most part, that's really not that bad. I count 3 major waterways that we'd have an issue with, and they kind of like my place back at home. We can create the waterway to help break up the areas that'd just be better than not plant in it anyway. Would I be able to get over $300,000 back out of this? I cannot confirm that. But if I'm going to be competing with anybody in the area, I'm going to need to get as much land as possible. So let me just land the drone, get myself back to the farm, and we'll get to our planting. If you guys do like content like this and would love to see more about BUCH'D farming, you gotta let me know by heading down below, smashing that like button, maybe even considering subscribing. Every episode might be someone's first video, so I thank you for tuning in. I do a lot of content on the BUCH'D farming series because it's one of our most repetitive ones we get to record. And if you have a couple friends that you want to get together and play some farm sim, G-Portal's a great way to run a dedicated server, as they are the ones that provide and host our game so we can bring you this awesome content. Links to them can be found in the description down below. Hopefully Austin doesn't bother me. Wait a minute, speaking of Austin, his seed order's ready. I should probably go check in on him.
Look who it is.
Howdy, friend.
How's she going?
Not too bad. I came to tell you that your seed order's ready for pickup or delivery, however you want to do that. And I also have your bill.
Oh, my bill. All right, well, what's my bill?
Well, your bill is going to be at $1,100 a unit. You got $23,000 if you include shipping and handling.
Include shipping and handling. Okay.
You could save $1,000 if you pick it up yourself.
Okay, so if I don't pick it up myself, what's it going to take? 12 to 8 business weeks?
No, I bring it back right now because I'm going to the seed shop.
All right, well, I guess deliver it here.
Okay, then I will be right back.
Oh, hey, I also need liquid fertilizer.
That's a Nate thing. I don't sell fertilizer.
That's a Nate thing? Oh, yeah, that's right. Shoot.
I just do seed.
Where is Nate? Is he on a business trip right now?
Yeah, he's still, I think a few days, 2-3 days.
Crap.
Maybe.
I need liquid fertilizer like now. I guess I could buy it from the others. I'd prefer not to. I guess I might not have an option.
Well, do you have to lay down the pre-emerge now, or is it something you can wait on?
I mean, I'd prefer to do it now. I have it all set up on the corn planter.
That is true. Well, I don't really know how to help you because I don't have any of the certifications either to distribute it.
All right, well, I guess I'll have to go pick it up myself.
Yep. Well, I have your seed order.
Okay.
It's already strapped onto the bed of the International. Just need to quite literally bring it up. Something else we're going to try to do today is get in touch with Corteva and get ourselves a irrigation pivot set out on the test plots. I didn't fully decide yet which plots were going to be dedicated to which crops. So I might look at my farmland layout and try to decipher it now before I get it carried away. But first things first, we got to get this to Austin. Austin's order consisted of 15 pallets of Whipple's 7870 and 5 pallets of bean. Nate has still yet to pick up his final order that is sitting in the white box trailer, but I'm sure he will do that once he gets back from his trip. I've been loving the International, very solid buy, but my Kenworth just is the better of the two semis. It feels better towing, it drives better, and it's geared better.
Yeah,
Your seed's
I know
here.
you're here. Yep. Hold on, just grabbing the new toy.
Oh, okay. What could he have possibly bought?
Well, it's not that new. I bought it this winter.
You bought a Gale.
Yep. What the heck is this? The guy doesn't bring his own skid steer to unload stuff with?
Do you mind not jamming the forks inside of the bed rail?
I'm trying not to, man.
I think you are.
No, I don't think so.
I've heard it helps when you put the forks the majority of the way under the pallet.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying at the moment.
There you go.
Well, that was flawless right there.
Technically, I should have told you I stacked these pallets, loading it from the rear on my loading dock.
I can tell. Well, we definitely did not do that by hand. We 100% got it with a skid steer.
Yes, totally. I know how you operate.
Yeah.
Why'd you buy a 3.1?
Why not?
That's just a very odd configuration.
I bought this with the farm. So
That's
it was
right.
The previous guy.
Well,
So,
I mean, the 3-point makes sense, but on a track one, too? That's interesting.
I don't know.
Well, don't worry about it. All you
cool
gotta
at
do
the
is just
least.
pay me the bill. Yeah, it does. It looks great. It's just odd.
All right. Well, I guess I got to pay you here.
Yep, 23.
And there you go. Money sent.
Thank you, sir. If
I'll
you
catch you
need me,
later.
I'll be out in the field.
Okay. Sounds good. Oh, one more thing. Hold up.
What?
Hold up. Okay. You know, which field is it? It's field 24.
Yes.
You wanted my field 47.
Yes.
Do you want to do a little trades?
Do you have the data for the other stuff?
Hold on, let me look. I don't think I ever bought the data for it. Oh, no, I do have the data for it.
You
Never mind.
do.
Yes.
Okay.
What kind of data do you want on it?
Well, I need to know roughly what your yield was, soil type, pH, nitrogen, and possibly your seed rate.
Okay, well, I'll send that all over to you.
I can get you all the data from mine, but I also did some tillage work with the ripper. You might get a better yield out of it, but I don't know how much.
If I got it, I would literally just be planting it to grass or alfalfa.
Well, there goes all that work I just put into it.
But I need a grass field though. That's like close to my farm.
I know.
So I don't have to spend a fortune hauling all the bales over.
You might want to run a little bit more tillage over the top of it then, because otherwise you're going to be planting into some corn stalks.
Get a sunflower. I can run a bit more tillage.
All right. Well, we could discuss paperwork on it, however we want to do it. If you just want to just start farming mine, we can figure out the logistics later. That's fine.
Yeah, that works. Did I end up leasing out a piece of ground from you? I heard in the coffee shop there.
Lot 13?
Yeah, I ended up getting the lease on that.
I know you did. I went and looked at plot 5 way over by Nate's this morning, but that's going to cost me 3 Benjamins and a couple zeros.
Yeah, so I leased 49, 48, and 13 and 14. So I got a big lease bill at the end of the year, so I'm hoping the corn pulls through for me.
Thank you, sir. We'll see you in a bit,
right.
or whenever I see you.
Hey, don't hit anything now.
I should have enough turnaround room.
Maybe not.
Nope. I'll clip your forks. Now we're good.
Okay, now you should be. Yeah, you're good.
Well, I'm going to hit you.
I'm out of the way.
That takes care of that. Grant is the only one that would need to have a seed order taken care of, but he has yet to put in anything since he has not been on. I know he wanted to do a pre-order, but that never got into fruition because I was still trying to figure out what I was even doing. Got our planner filled up. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the map and see where we need to go. Plot 42 was our dedicated Whiffles plot, and then the little end of the chicken wing is our dedicated soybeans plot. I think 45, 40, and 43 will also be plots, except these two will be corn, and this one will be beans. Then 46, soon to be 47, will be the other beans. 24 will go to Austin. 4 will be corn. 5 will be corn. And then 44 will be corn. So we're probably going to want to start with field 44, so in case anything breaks or we need to make adjustments, we can go with that. Ooh, I kind of forgot this seeder has cameras on the wings. Start by getting the GPS wired in. Very nice. Let's check it out. pH good. Nitrogen will fix that when we get to summer with the side dressing. And it looks like we need to roll it. But the depth looks good, as well as our spacing. As long as the planter doesn't suffer from drift, I'll be in business. That is an interesting camera angle. If it was behind the planter, it'd be so much better. But it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I'm still debating on if I'm going to upgrade to a 12-row, 24-row system come next crop year. I just don't see a reason to change it yet when the system I have works perfectly fine. The seed rate's still reading a very high value, and I think that's mainly due to riding in a lot of sandy ground. This is the part where I usually really start to lack knowledge because Grant is the only one that I've listened to talk about planting. And I try to pick up on what he's saying, but it also kind of doesn't make any sense. I almost really... Okay, that was a very cool shot, you gotta admit. I don't think we need to do too much tree work alongside that far edge. I just gotta get a pivot that's big enough that it can cover these two patches, and maybe a short one that'll cover that field. This almost feels more like a logical drone shot than my regular drone shots. That's weird. We'll head up to the co-op and knock out plot 4 once this one's done. Don't see a reason why we wouldn't do the stuff further away from home first. Just get that. Beautiful. Try not to take out the trees. And back to the drone. I want you guys to let me know down in the comment section what kind of a planter setup do you run. This is a 1770 NT 16-row planter spaced out at 30-inch rows. No liquid or solid fertilizer applications, just drop the planter and pull it through the ground. There's so many different combinations, and I know you guys will line up that comment section like usual. So have some fun. There's one modification I need to make to my planter is to get some of that technology like precision planting. There are no row shutoffs on this, so everything we are currently planting right now is overplanting. I think we're going to end up doing all right. Another pass down, we've only dropped 1%. Let's do ourselves a favor and get Andy, Daryl, or possibly my wife down on the 8120 and get that southern plot planted. They can just ride the field edge. But that way we have another one of our bean plots done, and maybe, just maybe, we could start planting some more of these corn plots later this afternoon. Take the ditch too steep, please. Alrighty. What do we got? G5. Looks like our data for the plot is registering, so we don't have to do any new lines. How many passes do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Alright, honey. Have fun. Gonna have to find a place to put the Pioneer sign. Probably might put one down by the road and then another one back by the field entrance. Dang, she's just about done with that. I'll probably send her up to field 39 to get that completed. Which, that would mean we'd need 2 pivots. And this one we wouldn't be able to fit one, nor would we be able to up here. Beans are gonna have to be on the struggle bus. I completely forgot about the co-op ground. Back to square one. Kind of feel like a bumbling idiot. Give me just a minute. I'm going to write this down so I can figure out what's actually going on. We have 12 available plots. 46 technically counts as 2 because this one is the small one and then these 2 are the same. But going down the line are bean fields. 38, 45, 40, 39, 46, and what was supposed to be 21. But that limits the amount of corn ground I have by tremendous amounts. So 21 is going to run corn on corn to make 21, 4, 5, 44, 43, and 42 all of our corn ground. It's about as 50-50 of a split as I'm going to be able to get. The monitor and globe setup in the 8120 should likely be going in this tractor. And I honestly don't know if I'm going to have enough time to do it before planting's over. I like watching it go through the waterway. That's cool. I'll have to add up all the new acres and see what my grand total of farmland I own. That's one thing I believe I'm doing better at than my neighbors. I own basically everything I have. I just have a lot of money and a lot of assets tied up in other markets. So my $1.4 million could very well be gone tomorrow. Speaking of land, I should probably put my bid in to see if I can get that farm. This one's gonna hurt. No pain, no gain. Wife gave me the ring that she is done with the beans. I'm gonna run this thing up north to try to get the rest of our bean stuff planted out. I think the signs are still behind my seat. Daryl ended up taking over in the planter. It probably wouldn't make much sense to see a Pioneer soybean thing next to a corn plot, especially when it's whiffles. But we'll just leave the one up by the entrance. Daryl, where on earth are you going? I guess I must have missed something. Let's see. You're supposed to be corn. And this is already corn. Better yet, I think that one's supposed to be beans. And the middle 2 are supposed to be corn. Ooh, that is not looking good for storage. I did not realize that did a massive drop off. And how do I want to do this? Busting out the drone again. Yeah, I want it to come from this side because then it would be taking the dip like this rather than trying to drag the wheel through this waterway and risking the wheel breaking off. Let's put a flag down so they can know where we want to try and dig the well. Question is, do I have a marker of some kind? This is supposed to be for the seed treatment, but it kind of looks like a water sign. It's one letter off from saying water, so that's good enough for me. And I have decided this plot's going to be beans, followed by corn, top of the hill, beans. I am so sorry if you guys keep getting so much different information, but trying to logically piece all of this together has been a nightmare for my own brain, so I do not blame you. Just got off the phone with my banker about the land proposition between Austin and I. He said that we should be good to go with a transferring of the ownership. I just got to give Austin a call to make sure he's ready on his end. Let's see what he's got going and if he's ready to go through with it.
Hello?
Hey, got some news for you regarding the banker.
Okay.
He said if we wanted to do our transactional changes between the land, that we're set to go on my end.
Okay, well, I'm actually planting it as we speak.
That's good to know. Once you're done planting, let's get all the papers signed so that it's in your name and nothing gets finicky. We'll do the same for mine. Well, it's the same for yours.
Yeah, no, that should be perfect.
Just wanted to give you a heads up.
Yeah, I'll call you when I'm finished up here.
Sounds good.
Later.
See ya. I don't want to sell that ground while he's currently planting on it because then it might cause some problems. Now that that's done, let's get our pioneer signs out. Daryl's looking to be just about done. If not, he's already done. I'll take care of planting this last plot. We'll see you guys back when we can either do our stuff with Austin or we can get a hold of Corteva and get those guys out so we can start working on getting pivots installed. For those that have missed out on my real life endeavors, you would know that I just bought myself a Ford pickup. There's a dedicated video that will be coming out going over what the truck was, kind of the plans that I have for it, and just a general overview. I'm super excited. It was a deal that just couldn't really pass up at the time frame that it came to me. But regardless of what's happening with that, we got our confirmations that we can dig the well. The NR No Fun Club surprisingly didn't throw any hissy fits. So let's check out what it's going to take to get this pivot system up and running. This is where our well is going to start, and we're going to test out a 3-section pivot. But I can't have it any longer from here to the roadside unless I plan to store it against this tree line, which we'll have to have it over there if we're going to be running anything down that road, or Nate will be either. I don't want having something hanging over the edge of the field. So let's try and get this into position. And if this does end up working, the system itself is going to cost us $85,000 a unit. I presume we'd need 2 of the exact same, one for this one for the other. But first things first, we got to get this pivot unfolded. Usually this takes a couple hours, but in the lovely nature of Farm Sim, give me just a couple minutes. Oh boy, that just might be perfect. Wow, hang on. And Austin's changing the time. Look at that from a drone view. Probably better go check on Austin. Don't know what he wants.
Oh, did I drive past him?
Hey, I'm down here.
Oh, there he is.
What you want?
What the heck? I thought you were supposed to be out in the field.
I am. We're just taking a minute because Corteva's out. We're looking at getting 2 pivots installed.
Oh, okay. 2 pivots. Man, that'd be something.
Mm-hmm.
Think that's going to do wonders for your yield?
Well, these are for the seed corn and seed bean plots.
Ah, okay.
I'm going to have to rely on 2 of them not being irrigated, but we can work with that.
Gotcha. Well, I just got that field planted grass there, so we're good there.
Then I will give you the rights. Here is the papers for said land.
Hey, do you have a desk somewhere I can sign all this?
Yes, let's go to the office.
All right. It's pretty important documents. I don't want to be trying to sign it on my knee there.
Well, I could have gotten a clipboard out of the truck, but we got a hard top table.
All right, perfect.
So that is the purchase agreement.
Yep.
Let me get this situated.
Oh, hold on. I forgot my papers in the truck. Sorry. Be right back.
How could you?
All right, I got the papers.
Yay. I would expect you to get a pretty good yield out of that grass. I did some pretty decent tillage work to it.
Yeah, the only thing I'm not sure on is field 47. So the previous owners, I'm not really sure what their kind of protocol was for all their tillage in that. I just harvested it last year. That's all I know about it. I got really good yields off of it though, so should be all right.
Okay. I plan on doing a lot of side dressing in the summer for anything that doesn't have the right nitrogen levels, but the pH, I'm just going to bite it and take it for next year.
Yeah, it's got all the details on the soil and the...
Very nice.
Okay, I think everything's signed over.
I think I should be good on my end.
Perfect.
Yep. Now, do you know if it's supposed to rain this afternoon? Because it just got severely overcast all of a sudden.
Did it? I didn't even notice. Oh, yeah. What's the weather say? Hey, look.
I don't know. Oh, not just over. Tomorrow's supposed to rain, but today it's just cloudy. We better get a lot done.
The rain stays away for now. I'm just trying to get everything in the ground as fast as I can.
Mm-hmm. And it's supposed to rain 2 days, which in this timeline, I think is 2 weeks. So we got 2 weeks worth of rain coming. We better get going.
Oh, man.
Have fun. Get going. Shoot. Bye. Goodbye. I'll stop.
Right, see ya, bud.
We got a lot of ground to cover with this stuff.
Yeah.
Give me a holler if you need anything. Just don't yell too loud so I don't have to hear you.
Oh, okay.
Hasta.
Later.
I'm going to have to find out how to keep this thing from moving, because that's just walking itself onto the road. Right rotation should take 3 minutes. What I might do is flatten this area off. I think that's part of the problem. So let me get this thing set up. I think the 3 system will work beautifully. If we just back the pivot up right against the tree line, it should fit just fine.
A few moments later.
Doing some major dirt work. We got it leveled out. And if we go to the edge of the field, it's not perfect, but if I had to leave it here, it would be fine for the average Joe. Well, let's run a pivot cycle just to see where this lands and ends up. If we have any problems with the crop signs, I don't think we will, but that might have to be addressed. Let's go ahead and run a rotation. Should have brought my gator. It's only allowed to do a quarter turn, and the only sign we might need to make a modification to is this one. Let's just watch it. Yeah, that's coming right for it. Yep, good thing we did that. Now, where does it start coverage on our seed corn? About a truck's length in. I don't want to drive on this too much, so we're going to pop out the drone and watch the rest. As long as it covers about half of the ground, I'm going to be feeling a lot better. I probably need another 1 section pivot to cover the rest of it. I could definitely look into it, but that's going to be probably another $80,000, $90,000 because the other one would need one too. Plus, you have to get confirmation from the NRDC and hope that there are no troubles trying to get these things installed. This will be the other big question. How nicely does it store up against the tree line? Like butter. With the exception of this guy. How bad is that intervention? Not a huge obstruction, but it definitely was a tree I was kind of concerned about. I think we'll leave it for now. I could obviously probably change it when I get to the field, but I think when we buy them, we'll do quarter rotations at 10 minutes. 30 minutes just kind of seems a little much. It'd be just shy of 97,000 for 2 of those, and just short of 176,000 for these 2. This is gonna hurt my checkbook, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Thank you, Corteva. Really do appreciate you guys coming out to help us figure this one out. Now I just gotta get mine installed. That sets up 1 pivot. Oh, nope, no it does not. We'll go ahead and send that pivot because I want to get one of these 1 sections set up. Careful now, don't want to hit the pipe. My guess is if we set it up right alongside the pond, like so, it should work out nice. I guess this one's already on flat enough ground, we can just work with it. Oh, except I need it to pivot to the left, not the right. Same plan, just different direction. Oh, well that'd been nice to know. That's the swing pattern. So it'll cover just about everything we need. If I go back to this one, oh, we might need to make an adjustment. I don't want it swinging 3/4, I just want it swinging 1/4. Nope, it's only swinging 1/4. Okay. But yes, that would be our mapping. So those 2 overlap and we would only have that much not getting covered. That'll work just fine. It covers the vast majority of what we're doing, and I really do not want to have to buy another $30,000 section. No thanks. The only issue is that this one sits right in the line of where, the harvesting happens. That means I'm going to have to scooch it to the left. That's about as good as I'm going to be able to get it. If I have any problems, we'll just try and move it out of the way to finish a run. But I got other setups I got to get done. Took about 25-ish minutes to get this set up, but we have the entirety of this soon-to-be bean plot completely covered. Our other corn plot is going to be lacking on the south side, but the north side will be covered and sometimes double. Our other corn plot's covered about 85 to 90%. That is the messy layout, but with everything now hidden, the only modification I had to make was this particular pivot. Instead of only going a quarter, I now have it set to going a half rotation, so its storage spot would be against the far side corner of this plot. Our bean ground is going to need to have this one stored on the north side once it is ready to be harvested. Otherwise, it will be in the way of the combine. And the same can be said for our other pivots. It has been a full days. Wow. Legitimate content-wise, I can't gauge how long the video would be now, but I'm already at about 3 hours worth of raw footage, so planning this has definitely taken quite a bit of time. I think I'm going to pack up shop with the corn planter and head to plot 4, so that way we can get started with that, and hopefully wrap it up top. I have my map listed on what all we still have left to do. We got 5 farms left to plant. 40, 21, 4, 47, and 46. 2 of these are for the seed dealer, 40 and 21. The rest are mine. 4 goes to corn, and 47 and 46 are both bean ground. We might take care of some of that work over stream if we have enough time. Grant still has not popped in the game yet, meaning we probably won't have a good chance of catching him, but maybe I'm wrong. The only thing we're going to need is some Andy clean, because these bro units look pretty dang dirty. Try and get the GPS set. You should be good. I don't recall if this line's smooth enough we can take it all the way around. I'm definitely going to try it. This still just has to be like my favorite camera view. I don't know why, but it definitely looks cool. It does feel more like an actual drone. It bounces around. It's not like it's actually following the tractor. It might be stupid, but because this is the last patch that I'm going to need this tractor on the planter, we very well could swap this tractor onto the seed drill and then put our 8120 on the sprayers. That has the monitor on the bar to the right. But that way, when we get to pre-emerge and side dressing, the tractors are all ready to go and we don't even need to do any swapping or nothing. Trying to picture where the next pass is going to happen, the combine might be like right in line to perfectly split that seam. But if it's not, then one side of the corn head's going to pretty much be digging right into the ground, while the other side be kind of sticking up in the air or trying to figure out where the ground's at. There's another line, and run it back. Beautiful! And where does this put me in the waterway? Only that pass might get a little bit interesting right when it bends left, but overall I think it'll do just fine. And if it doesn't, we'll figure that issue out when we get there. Might have to reset the line on this. I think besides heading out to go pick up another round of seed that needs to be treated, that is going to be all the time we have left for you guys today. Really do appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with us for the time being. Just remember that if you'd like to check out more of the Bucked Up Farming playlist as it either grows or past episodes, you can find that linked in the top right-hand corner of your screen. Other than that, make sure to keep it light, keep it loose, keep it fresh, and most importantly, keep it fun. We shall see you guys all in the next one. This is the Rental Man out. Peace.